So Dan, this is pretty common. Right here along the door edge you get chips, or where the door edge meets the body panel you get chips. What tools, what techniques would you use to take care of these types of defects?
It is a different technique that you have to use on this, Mike. Our normal dab and smear method's not going to work on something like this. What we have is we offer a couple different brushes, a super fine micro brush, which is what I will show you how to use on this particular repair. We also offer a fine micro brush. We have two other brushes, an ultra brush, which is really designed to dab a little bit more paint next to a chip so that you can smear it across. And then we offer a tandem brush, which has a very fine tipped end on one end that could be used for this type of damage, but it also has a very nice thick bristle on the other end that holds more paint and is really good to use when you have to hit 5 or 6 chips at a time and smear quickly.
Okay, so
but for
four
this
different
purpose,
brushes.
4 different brushes.
And then a different size for the type of work you're trying to do.
Correct. Each brush can hold a bit more paint. For this purpose, you want as little paint as possible because you're not going to be using the Sealack to follow up to remove excess paint.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, let's see you do it.
Let's do it. Shake this up. Just make sure the paint's properly mixed.
And of course, you can reuse these brushes over and over
Sure.
again. Just clean them with the Sealack.
Yes. Okay. You want to clean the brushes with acetone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of the things you're going to do, since you're not going to be using much paint, you see how I'm holding that cap?
Yes.
With my fingers? I like to paint using the paint out of the cap. There's a phenolic cone in this cap, and it holds a little bit of paint, usually enough to do touch-up. And then you're just going to come in here, and you're going to lightly touch that area. And I'm having a hard time seeing it. But we got that, and there's a chip here. And that's all you're going to do. You're going to let that dry. If visually from a distance of 2 or 3 feet you can't see it, it's a good repair.
And again, the idea being here, just to add the paint. You're not going to come back and wipe off the excess because it's a raised edge. If you were to wipe it, you would wipe the paint off.
Sure, you're going to pull it right back out.
Exactly.
All right. Once you've done the chips that are visually apparent with the door closed, you're going to want to open the door and then hit any chips that are scratches that are inside the door edge.
Well, let's open it up and take a look. What do we got?
Now, with opening this door, I see 2 areas that have had paint removed. So again, I am going to just paint out of the top of the cap, just barely dab it. Again, that's a very fine tip, and you're just going to want to pull a bead of paint down the edge. You see that white disappear, and that's what you're looking for.
So that's all there is to it?
Yep, that's it. You don't have to follow up with the Sealack, you're done.
Okay, you know, I see this same kind of damage or these same type of chips around the lining around where the gas cap lid would be.
Yeah.
So this gets opened up. A lot of times when you're putting gas in, you'll bang around here and
Yep.
chip this up. Use the same technique.
Very similar technique. You could use either the superfine or the microfine.
Probably for like things like hatchbacks too.
Yeah, yeah. Anywhere, again, where you have the edge of a panel that projects out, it's a good idea to use the micro brushes and not follow up with the Sealack.
Okay, I like it. It's easy. It's fast.
Simple.
Okay, let's move on.
Very good.